Hey everybody, greetings. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Will, and basically you're at Camp Hopeful. That's what I've decided to title this area that I'm living in Louisiana, kind of like the northwestern part of it, called Converse. And this is basically a farm that I'm working on here. This is the foundational building for Camp Hopeful. It's basically storage right now, but I'd like to turn it into something more, maybe even a living quarters or off-grid type apartment or studio. And take a walk with me. We'll take a look around this. What I'm doing is I want to do some conservation today. I want to go around picking up some trash. That's kind of my way of doing sober work or service work. Service work is a great way for you to get outside of yourself and give back to the earth. And since I'm going to be a farmer, why not take care of Mother Earth a little bit at a time? If you see some garbage, pick some garbage up, and you've just put your fingerprint on doing something that's going to clean up this nation, clean up this world, help yourself, help your children, your grandchildren, whatever the case may be. I have a 9-year-old grandchild and 2 other grandchildren, and they have to live in this world, and I'd like to leave them something awesome behind. All right, so all this out here, it's a little overgrown. All this out here is, well, you probably can't see through the trees. All this has to be cleaned up, but it's 20 acres, and I'm gonna farm it. I'm gonna have 3 different types of farms. I'm gonna have an aqua farm, hydroponic farm, and of course, good old soil and dirt. One of the challenges is gonna be is I'm a northern city man, right? I've never been out in Louisiana until these recent past couple weeks. So, especially living out in the boonies, I need to have a way for us to sustain our life. Plus, I'm tired of eating processed fast food. I don't want to eat anything processed. My diet is mainly going to be pescatarian, which is kind of like fish and plant-based diet. So I want to grow my own. I grew some tomato plants over the spring and summer of last year, and hey, it worked. I just stuck the seed in there, watered them, babied them, kind of staked them a little bit, and voila, I had tomatoes. And I had some fried green tomatoes. I just made some tomato relish. I was a chef before I became a conservationist, and I'm not an activist, but I'm an activator. So let's just take a little bit of what my service work is going to look like today. As you can see, there's nothing but nature. Nature's beautiful. Nature is how we get our fruits, how we get our vegetables, our livestock, all that stuff. So let's take care of it. All right, I found this wheelbarrow the other day. It's just laying around. As you can see, it's a little on the old side. It was just laying out in the yard, and look, stamped United States of America. That's what's up. American strong, American pride, American proud. It's got some broken stuff to it. So it's either going to become, I'm going to refurbish it, I'm going to reuse it. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not going to just throw things away. I'm going to try to find a purpose for them, just like I do for myself. A little bit about me is I was a drunken alcoholic for 30 plus years. Yeah, 30 years. Drinking and drugging. I took drugs too. Praise God that I never came across fentanyl. And I want to say that all my brothers and sisters out there, please take it one day at a time. Get some help. I went to 13 rehabs. Today, I feel great. Do I battle with the desire to still drink? Hell yes. Hell yes, I do. Who doesn't? If they don't, then something's wrong. Then they're not an addict. Okay? All right, so I've been doing a little bit of service work, camping around. No matter wherever I live, I want to survive the same exact way. Being a minimalist, a conservationist, and a hopefulist. I have hope, right? And who I'm trying to reach are the people that have been hobos like me. I was a hobo and a derelict for years. I couldn't hold a job, meaning I couldn't pay bills, and I couldn't function because nobody wanted me around when I was drunk. I mean, I'm just going to say it. All right, so the other day I went around and I started off with this wildlife feed, not for planting. So, believe it or not, this bag was on the ground, and it was right in front of my house. So I just began picking up trash. I was like, you know what? Even out in the country, in the middle of nowhere, I think this town has maybe 100 people, if that. Our closest neighbors I've never even seen them. I've never even seen them yet. All right, so this is one bag that I already picked up, and I did not put forth any effort to do it. So let's see what's in here. Whoa, bunch of trash. I'm trying to get some good lighting here. Pack cigarettes. I'm filming. That was my mom. She's interrupting my filming here. Coors Light. Found a lid to a bucket. Probably doing some construction, some drywall. Coffee. I love coffee, by the way. Couple survival things that you need here in Louisiana: water, coffee. Plastic bottle, never gonna disintegrate, never gonna deteriorate. Maybe once it hits the ocean. A little bit about this area is about 10. So you see all this trash, monsters, plastic stuff. All right, so take a walk with me. We're gonna go out to the road. I live kind of off of like a highway or whatever, just a really long street. And 10 miles down about 10 or 11 miles from here, there is the 5th largest man-made reservoir in America, and it's called Toledo Bend. And it separates Louisiana from Texas. However, it flows into this Texan River, which flows into the Gulf of Mexico, and boom, all the trash is still flowing in to the Gulf of Mexico. Now, where I picked up before, that was around my dad's area. That was trash that was just basically in the Stillwater River, from the Stillwater River to the 5 rivers, or Little Miami, into the Great Miami, the Ohio River, which turns into the Mississippi, which flows in to the Gulf of Mexico. So it's not I don't see too much trash out here today, but I've already policed this area a little bit, so I'm gonna go pick up that trash and try to fill this bag up again by the end of this video. Okay, everybody, I finished picking up this bag of trash. Didn't take very long at all. Again, didn't break a sweat. Took about maybe 10 minutes, if that. Right out there, just policing in front of, down to the end of my property and across the street also. So by far it wasn't even a challenge. However, I do have a challenge. It's going to be called the trash. It's kind of like a knockoff from an ice bucket challenge. Instead, I'm going to be dumping this trash over my head. All right, this is my mom. She's going to give me a trash shower. Go ahead, Mom. All right, I've taken a lot of showers in my day, but never a trash shower. Thanks, Mom.
No problem.
Canadian Mist. Michelob Ultra. Michelob Ultra again. Budweiser. These are the things that are just tossed aside. And like I said, 10 miles down the street is one of the largest reservoirs in America, and that flows eventually into the Gulf of Mexico. Would all this trash make it there? Probably not, but I guarantee you it does make its way somewhere, or it goes in the earth, and it's just polluting our natural habitats, our nature. This is where we get our food from, and this is where our children and grandchildren play. So I did my conservation for the day, and remember, I'm not an activist, I'm an activator.
Thanks everybody, and please subscribe and hit like. Keep God first.